Leah. Thank you very much for joining us today.
Okay, so at this point, I'm sure there's a number of questions from our friends from the media that they want to throw at you right now this afternoon for the concert and about your upcoming shows in general. So I prepared my own set of questions first. Mahirap na, baka mahuli po ako. Yes, don't worry guys, because later on, of course, you'll have your chance. I'll open the floor for your own questions, and we'll try to squeeze in pocket interviews with Miss Leia. And of course, those who are watching us live via the Resorts World Manila Facebook page, please type in your questions for Miss Leia on the comment section and we'll get to you in just a bit. Okay, right now, I'll just go on and ask you my first question, if you don't mind. My first question is, what are some of your most perfect 10 experiences throughout your career?
Oh, okay. We're gonna have to go far back. I guess if I'm gonna go back and back and back, I think definitely getting to perform in Annie at the CCP when I was 9. Getting cast as Kim in Miss Saigon and being able to do that show both in London and in New York. I think being on Broadway is one of those dreams that a lot of performers from here have, and to be able to do that, it's definitely something very, very special. Oh, thank you, sir. Can I have that one? Let's see, what else? Being the first Asian performer to do Les Mis, and that was something I felt I really, really wanted to achieve in my career. I think more than anything else that had come before up until that point. Only because nobody else had done it before, so I wanted to do it. And of course, getting cast for the Disney movies, and just being able to say that I'm a working actor, and then getting picked to be a coach on The Voice, and then turning that into an opportunity to pay it forward, to pay back my coaches and my own teachers that have taught me so much, and to be able to then throw the energy back out into the universe, and then see what your team is doing, and it's just been quite the ride, and it hasn't stopped yet. So I think there will be many more of these, I guess, perfect 10 moments to happen in my life as I continue.
Well, I'm sure everybody will agree here that we somehow feel like we've all been part of your perfect 10 milestones.
I mean, there are a lot of members of the press here that I have met as a teenager, that I have met in my early 20s, and these are people that are still around. So you guys must be doing something right.
I love Queen.
Yeah, so people that have seen me through puberty. So it's a little bit embarrassing, but we've kind of seen that together.
All right, speaking of Perfect 10, since your upcoming show with Resorts World is called Perfect 10, we heard that you handpicked your very special guests for the show. Could you tell us who they are and why you've chosen them?
Well, these two young ones, Esam Torres and Nicole Chen, I mean, yes, Nicole is my daughter, but this is something that she loves to do. And well, Lola loves to watch her on stage, so sige na pagbigyan. But I mean, she's actually somebody that has appeared professionally in musicals here. I mean, she did Matilda, and that's a role that she worked hard to prepare for the auditions. And so she walked into that audition room knowing exactly what she needed to do, and it was something I think that she learned from. I wanted her to go through the experience only because now you understand how hard it is, huh? And now you know that this is not a walk in the park, and I wanted her to realize that this is not something easy to do. And Asam was on my team on The Voice. That's where I first heard her sing, and then she has gone on to do Matilda as well for Atlantis, and she has just been continuing to record and to appear. And I mean, I just saw her, and now she's growing up to be this young lady, and growing more beautiful and growing more talented, and I love guesting her in concerts just because she's so good. We also have Tanya Manalang, who is kind of a mainstay here at Resorts World. She was in Miss Saigon as Eva Lozada's alternate, and has herself garnered, I think, some positive notices for having done that. And here's a story about her. Her house and my house, where I used to live when I lived with my mother, were literally shared a wall. like the back wall was shared. So I could hear her singing over the wall. If I was in the right spot in my house, I could hear a young woman singing, and that was her. It turned out to be her. And if they had parties, if they had visitors, I could also hear it. Not a bad thing. We've not filed any complaints with the neighborhood association or anything like that. And finally, we have Michael K. Lee, who has been my leading man quite a few times. And I've not had an Asian leading man in a lot of shows. So, not counting the films, because that's mostly here. But we have done, they're playing our song together, we've done Miss Saigon together, and we did Allegiance together. I mean, he's been a leading man like 3 times. That's kind of rare for somebody like me. And so we interact really well, we have great rapport with one another, and we have seen each other grow from our mid to late 20s until now when we both have families and get to talk about that. And I think our friendship has grown even stronger over the years. And he's just somebody who's supremely talented and somebody he's just ridiculous. He's just ridiculous. And I wanted him to come and be able to reacquaint himself with Filipino audiences.
Yes, that's a great lineup that makes everybody here so much more excited for August 30 and 31.
Yeah, I think Michael still has fans from when he did their Playing Our Song here, and I think they're wanting to see what's happened in the last, say, 20 or so years.
Yes, we're so looking forward to Michael and Tanya and Essa and of course Nicole. I saw her in Matilda. She was wonderful. Congratulations. By the way, Perfect 10 also features the stage direction of course, Mr. Floyd Quintos and the musical direction of Maestro Gerard Salonga with, of course, the ABS-CBN Philharmonic Orchestra. Also among Miss Lea's special guests, as we mentioned, for Perfect 10 is singer, stage actor, and writer Michael K. Lee, who starred alongside Miss Lea in Miss Saigon and more recently in Allegiance. Michael also took on notable roles in musicals such as Pacific Overtures, Jesus Christ Superstar, and Rent, among others. Yeah. Unfortunately, he couldn't be with us this afternoon, so of course, he sent us a very special video greeting. Please all watch this. Media. Your concert is of course part of Resorts World Manila's 10th anniversary celebrations, and Resorts World Manila, as everybody here know, has been championing Filipino talent from day one of its inception in the industry, way back 2009 to present. How much do you share Resorts World Manila's objective of bringing Philippine theater to more international audiences, and how far are we from realizing it in your opinion?
Well, the cool thing about what Resorts World and their partners and artistic directors, Menchula Chenkoyulo and Michael Williams, and what they're doing is now they're developing original Filipino material, and it's also now financially viable to produce original Filipino works. I mean, it's been done with Lack of Ages, with Pekka, and now here is Ang Huling El Bimbo. They're both jukebox musicals, and maybe because the music is also so familiar and so Pinoy in its sensibility, as well as in its expression, that I guess the catalogs of Ages and the Eraserheads made them the most appropriate and right for something like this. I saw El Bimbo, like there was like the first run, and then there was the second run, and now it's like the third run, and it's almost done, I think. There's just about a week left, if I'm not mistaken. So I saw the second run, and I did not expect to be bowled over like that. I did not. It took me completely by surprise. I mean, I set my expectations pretty high, knowing the kind of talent that was going to be on stage, and a bunch of them were my friends. So my bar was here, and I didn't expect it to be exceeded. And and Floyd Quintos worked on, I think, the dramaturgy for this, for the second run, and it was from what I'd heard from the first and the second runs. When he got his fingers into it, it became an even better show. So this is something I think that Resorts World Manila can be proud of, and hopefully they continue to develop more and more original material. And it's great that many of the venues here on the property continue to provide stages for many Filipino talents. I mean, of different kinds. I mean, there are show bands, there are singers, there are theater actors, and there are different venues, different sizes, different objectives, I guess, if you will. And they seem to be like hitting all the boxes and checking everything. So, if anything, it's great for somebody local like me as an audience member to come to the property and be able to just watch a random performer and know that I'll get a good show.
Thank you for the appreciation of what we do here at Resorts World Manila. On behalf of the Resorts World Manila family, you serve as an inspiration for all of us to continue what we're doing, of course, promoting our very own world-class Filipino talent. Thank you so